Hi, this is Lisa Somerville for Divinity Designs. Today I'm here to share with you the release for July 2023. This month we are releasing 3 custom dies, one 6x9 paper die duo, and one 6x9 refill paper pad. The custom dies, square multi-windows. This die coordinates with our square card base with layer and our square die sets. Die cut this die following the directions for your die cutting machine. You can emboss the die to help define the piercing on this die set. Here you can see the square card base with layer die set cut out of cardstock and pattern paper. You can see that layering panel fits nicely behind the square multi-window die. For a pop of color, you can add one of our square dies. And here you can see the square multi-windows die along with additional Divinity Designs products on a completed card. Again, that's the square multi-windows. The next die set, watermelon layering combo. This is a set of 7 dies. I'll die cut and layer these dies on top of each other to form the dimensional watermelon. Here you can see that I numbered the back of the first 3 dies so that when I'm die cutting, I can easily tell which dies to cut out of which color of cardstock. Here we have layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. To adhere my die cut pieces together, I use Barely Art Craft glue. Here we have layer 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. When using the seed die, I did die cut this from black glossy cardstock. Here you can see the die cut pieces are left within the die. You can add glue to the back side of the die cut, flip the die over, then use our die cutting tool to simply push those pieces into place on top of the watermelon layering combo. And here you can see the watermelon layering combo die set along with additional Divinity Designs products on a finished card. The next die set is called the Miura Fold Card and Layers die set. This is also known as a mirror card. This is a form of origami, but the Miura Fold Card and Layers die set is going to make creating this card super quick and easy. The Miura Fold Card and Layers die set is a set of 21. When closed and folded flat, this does fit into an A2 envelope. You can also purchase our coordinating dies to help hold the card in a closed position. The belly band die or our flourished gatefold belly band die can be used to hold this card closed. Here you can see I've added some embellishments to the belly band die set and shown here on my finished Miura fold card. Again, the Miura Fold Card and Layers die set is a set of 21. You have base card 1 with 2 layers for each section, base card 2, 2 layers for each section, along with a base card back that also has 2 layers for the bottom area. Complete instructions for assembling this die set can be found inside the packaging. I'm going to be sharing with you a quick tutorial on how to assemble the base along with the layers. And here you'll see all my die cut and embossed pieces using the Miura Fold Card and Layers die set. The base cards will die cut and score for you. When using the layering dies, be sure to die cut and emboss these dies following the directions for your die cutting machine. Embossing the layering dies will bring out the detail of the dies. Anytime you see 2 shades of purple on the packaging or the web images, That does indicate that you should emboss your dies for best results. Here you can see all of my layering dies have been die cut and embossed from cardstock and pattern paper. And here's base card 1, base card 2, and the base card back. Again, the base cards will die cut and score for you. To reinforce your score marks, you can always use the score buddy. Before adhering the base cards together to form the card, I'm going to adhere my die cut and embossed layering panels together. Now that all my die cut and embossed layering panels are assembled, we're going to work with base card 1 and base card 2. Again, we have base card 1 and base card 2 die cut from white cardstock. You're then going to adhere base card 1 on top of base card 2 by applying adhesive to the tab sections. Here you can see on base card 2, I've added score tape as my adhesive. So here you can see base card 1 adhered to base card 2. Next, I'm going to adhere all those die cut and embossed layering panels into place. I'd like to adhere my die cut and embossed layering panels prior to folding on the score marks. You can always add these layering panels later if you'd like. And here's all the die cut and embossed layering panels adhered to base card 1 and base card 2. Now we're going to go ahead and fold on all the score lines. If you're looking at the example inside the packaging, M is mountain fold, V are valley folds. On the base card back, we simply have a valley fold. You can use a bone folder for a nice crisp score. And now we have the folds on the base card. Mountain, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, mountain, valley, and valley. Again, you can go over these folds with a bone folder for a nice crisp score. Now we're going to adhere the base card back to the back side of base card 1 and base card 2, lining up the edges so that they're even on all sides. Again, this is base card 1 and 2 with the layers. And this is the base card back. Please note that the base card back should not be adhered to the bottom triangles or the card will not fold properly. We're just going to add adhesive to this area here and this diagonal area here. Again, adhesive should not be adhered to the triangle areas, only this piece here and this piece here. Then we're going to adhere the base card back to card base 1 and 2. That gives the back side of your card a finished look. Again, you can die cut and emboss the layering panels to add to the back side of your card if you choose. You can then pull up on the 2 triangles on the bottom of the card. And then simply fold on all the score lines. You can also embellish the bottom section of the base card back by using additional die cut and embossed layering panels. Then you can finish embellishing your Miura fold card using additional Divinity Designs products. Again, on this card, I've used the belly band along with additional die cuts and stamps to further embellish the card. Again, that's the Miura fold card and layers die set, a set of 21. The next 2 products I have to share with you are the Watermelon Gnomes Paper Die Duo and the Watermelon Gnomes Refill Paper Pad. Please note that the refill pad does not include the die needed to die cut the pre-printed images from the Watermelon Gnome papers. Both the Watermelon Gnomes Paper Die Duo and the Watermelon Gnomes Refill Paper Pad each include 12 6x9 designer papers, 3 sheets of each design, 6 6x9 solid color papers, 3 sheets of each color, 8 6x9 gnome papers, 2 designs per sheets. The solid color papers, the pre-printed gnomes, and the pattern paper. To die cut the watermelon gnomes, simply align the die over the pre-printed images, following the outline printed on the cardstock. Then simply use removable tape to hold that die in place, then die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. That will leave you with the cute watermelon gnomes that you can use to embellish your projects. Instead of adding foam tape to the back of these die cuts, you can always die cut this die from cardstock and then stack your dies for added dimension. And here you can see these papers along with additional Divinity Designs products on a completed card. Again, you can see that I stacked my die cuts for added dimension. Now, before I share with you the projects created by our design team, let's take a closer look at some of the projects that I've created using the July 2023 release along with additional Divinity Designs products. The 2 die cut and embossed layers on this card came from the Miura Fold Card and Layers die set. You can see that you can also use the dies from that die set to easily embellish your cards. Again, on this Miura Fold Card and Layers, I've also added an embellished belly band to keep the card closed. Now I'd like to share with you some inspiration from our design team. For more inspiration using these and additional Divinity Designs products, visit the product pages on our website, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram.